Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. So, currently recording this video at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. on a Friday morning, and just because it is the morning, I wanted to give you guys a bit of morning motivation. And my morning motivation is if you want to fail, fail, fail. Nobody is coming to help you. Nobody cares what you're going through. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I don't know why you thought I was gonna give you anything useful. Other than that, I barely know you guys. You guys see me on the internet sometimes. So yeah, let's crack on. So today's video is about LVMH. So LVMH is a luxury conglomerate and they operate across 6 different segments. So they have wines and spirits, fashion and leather goods, perfume and cosmetics, watches and jewelry, selective retailing, and hospitality. They don't really talk too much about their hospitality business. I couldn't really find anything about that segment in the reports about the financial statements. So the segment we're interested in today is the wines and spirits section, and that segment is called Moët Hennessy. During lockdown, where a lot of you became raging alcoholics, sales of alcohol went through the roof. So Moët Hennessy, who own brands such as Hennessy and Moët, which is in the name, you can't really miss that. They started generating a lot of cash, which doesn't speak too well about the public. But yeah, so in 2019, they had up to 1 billion euros of cash that they generated. But after sales of alcohol after lockdown started to normalize, wines and spirit sales went down 9% and their operating profit went down 36%. So this video is just going a little bit a little bit deeper into the reasons why Moët Hennessy is now in a sort of crisis, let me say. Apart from what I just said, there are some other reasons why they're in a kind of crisis. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Let's crack on. So a couple of reasons why there is a problem in that division. So the first thing that Moët Hennessy did wrong, they raised prices too aggressively. They basically said to their wholesale partners, screw you guys, we're gonna charge more and you guys have to take it because everybody loves our drinks. And yeah, for a while, that works well. But then eventually people start to say, hold on, F you. I don't want to swear because I don't know what YouTube will do to my thing. Yeah, but people start to say F you. You know what I mean? And if they're increasing the prices on their retail partners push their prices onto us, the consumer. Some managers inside Moët Hennessy actually said that these price rises can't continue and it's unsustainable. And Moët Hennessy should have listened to them because just last year, despite higher prices, their operating margins fell from 30% to 23%. I'm just going to flick to my Excel screen. So as you guys can see, total revenue, um, 7.1 billion in 2022, fell to 5.8 billion in 2024. Nobody comments on my formatting, please. I did this very quickly. One of my friends actually commented on my formatting before, and come on, man. This is a YouTube video. This is not investment banking. But anyways, yeah. So total revenue fell from 7.1 billion to 5.8 billion, and operating profit fell from 2.1 billion to 1.35 billion from 2022 to 2024, which isn't great. Um, so as I said before, the retailers push on those higher prices that Moët Hennessy are charging. They push that onto the consumer, and Moët Hennessy's biggest market is actually America. You can see that here, revenue by region. So America makes up 34% of their market. It previously was 37, so you can see revenues in America are dropping. So that's not great. So consumers are actually saying no to those higher prices. Consumers just don't want to be charged 10% more for Hennessy. You know, who would have thought? So this is just margin analysis. So margin analysis in terms of revenue and cost, you can see that revenue and cost are coming closer and closer to each other, and that's never a good thing. You want to keep revenue and cost as far apart as possible. In fact, you want to keep revenue and cost going in different directions. So yeah, um, revenue is about to hit that break-even point if they don't do something fast. So how are they going to respond? Let's go back. I'm just gonna skip to the last slide to show you how they're responding. So yeah, so the key thing is here, they're gonna cut 1,200 jobs so they can try and get a grip on their costs. So that's the situation that they're in right now. I should have put that in an earlier slide, but I'm not perfect. So yeah, what's the other reason why Moët Hennessy are in this crisis? So a major problem with Moët Hennessy is that they have limited portfolio diversification. So 80% of their sales came from either cognac or champagne. They rely really heavily on those two segments. So the way they try to diversify their revenue streams was through acquisitions. So they acquired a minority stake in Minitu Minitu Rosé. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm just gonna be honest. And they also acquired Joseph Phelps Vineyards. They acquired a 50% stake in Jay-Z's Armand de Brignac. I'm not gonna pretend like I know how to say these things. I don't. But this is yeah, I don't know how to say these things. So yeah, they did all that. That Jay-Z deal was actually 2 billion. It was actually worth 2 billion if I remember correctly. He made a lot of money from that deal. He's actually one of my inspirations. I don't know why I'm saying this in this video. Just thought you want to know a bit more about me, if you want to, anyways. But I've said it now. There's no going back. But yeah, so they they acquired a lot of companies to diversify their portfolio, and those acquisitions didn't really go too well, which raised costs even further. I think the Mutiny one actually did go okay, but the majority of them didn't go too well. And when you make acquisitions as a company, you have a lot of integration costs because you're integrating a whole new business into your ecosystem. So that's going to push up costs even more. And if the acquisitions aren't driving revenue like you thought they would, you get a squeeze. You get this, you get your costs, and your revenue going down, and you get your costs kind of not going down. So that's what you get when acquisitions don't really go too well. A lot of acquisitions don't go too well. So you can see here on the sales volumes, here that champagne, from about 70 million bottles, that's going down and down and down. Cognac is going down as well. Other spirits is going down as well. The only kind of section that is growing for Moët Hennessy is the still and sparkling wine section. That's actually increased. It's stagnated in recent times, so it's at 61 million in 2023 and 61 million in 2024. But that segment is increasing, so that could be a potential opportunity there that they could, exploit. But the overall picture for Moët Hennessy doesn't look too good. And what is another reason why they're in a crisis? They try to focus more on direct to consumer. They try to expand their retail ops. They try to launch in luxury department stores, and they pushed heavily on the e-commerce side. And those initiatives are losing millions now. And the lesson here is that D2C is complicated. As we saw in my last video with Nike, it's not as easy as it looks. You have to plan demand, you have to manage liquidity, you have to manage more staff. It's a lot more complexity. So if you're not equipped to handle D2C, please stay away. Work with your retail partners, go with the wholesale strategy. So yeah, those are all the reasons for Moët Hennessy's decline. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I will see you next time.